What's going on, everybody? Today on Sidewall Jedi Answers Reddit. I'm not going to say that I've been waiting for this one, but I saw it and I was like, oh, easy. Mac O'Keefe Optic 3. Does anybody know the sidewall pattern 4/something similar to Mac O'Keefe's Optic 3? Well, glittering abalone 87. I've got you. This is Mac O'Keefe's Optic 3 that he used for most of the season last year in the PLL. I met him at training camp. Training camp starts tomorrow. Talked to him, saw that he had some sticks that, had some need. I asked him if I could, string up a couple twigs for him, and he said yes, and I feel very lucky that he liked them enough that I actually did 4 or 5 throughout the course of the season. Why did I do 4 or 5 and not just one? When you shoot one the way that Mac does, with a lot of power. He's also very accurate. He's very skilled with what he does, but he shoots, and he shoots a lot. When you are a shooter and you shoot a lot, the more you shoot and the harder you shoot, the more stress you're putting on the mesh and the strings via the ball, via throwing and catching and shooting. So that's why he went through a couple of heads last year. So this is an all-white Maverick Lacrosse Optic 3 with STX 9-diamond memory mesh, manufactured by The Mesh Dynasty. It's absolutely my favorite piece of mesh on the market right now. And so here we go as we're looking down. I skipped just kind of walking through the pattern. I don't really love talking about patterns, but this is what we're here for. So we're skipping the first hole in the sidewall. The top string is we're going to just say it's patent pending. It's not, but it's just fun to say that. The top string that I created, so tying off the top string in hole number 2, beginning the sidewall in sidewall hole number 3, skipping 4, skipping 5, SI in 6, skipping 7, SI in 8, skipping 9, SI, SSI, plus 1, skip a hole, 1, skip 1. To be totally honest with you, I literally do not know how to totally write down a pattern like this. There is so much ambiguity in patterns these days. There's so many different heads, so many different types of styles of stringing. This entire thing is standard outside. So think about this. There are 6 general veins that sidewall patterns fall into. Weaved inside, double inside, standard inside, standard outside. Standard outside is what you see most of the time. Weaved outside, double outside. Now, there's some other variations like grain bags to the inside. It's very similar to what double inside and weaved inside are as far as where the mesh is being held to the plastic. Those are the general, there's inside stringing, there's standard stringing, and there's outside stringing. If you're not saying which one that you're doing a disservice to someone you're trying to tell what the pattern that you used and you found or someone else found success with. Also, something that you practically never ever hear, occasionally but not very often, is what mesh they're using. If you did the exact same pattern in this head with Hero 3, it's going to be different. With Type 4, it's going to be different. Is the general pocket placement going to be similar? Yes. But in terms of giving one of the best shooters on the planet exactly what he wants and having it be consistent from stick to stick to stick to stick, I try not to mess around with mixing things up on him. If I do, depending upon who the player is, I might say it, I might not, depending on how picky they are. But I'm lucky that with the PLL, they've got plenty of mesh and plenty of heads and everything that these guys need, so I get to give Mac exactly what he wants. He might ask me questions about this or questions about that. I try and help him out the best that I can, because I know that my job is to make sure that he's not thinking on game day. He's just ripping goals. There we have it. Mac O'Keefe's Maverick Lacrosse Optic 3. Hope you like that. See you next time on Sidewall Jedi Answers Reddit.